What's good, y'all? I know I haven't been on in about 2 to 3 weeks. I had to upgrade the equipment for y'all, upgrade the software, but we back dropping that fire content as always. Before we begin this video, go ahead, subscribe to your boy, hit that notification, help me out with the YouTube algorithm, and as always, man, support the channel because we always dropping that fire. Let's get right into this week's topic, which is the 9 to 5 trap and why we all need to make sure we need to escape and not get stuck in the 9 to 5 trap, because the 9 to 5 trap, to me, by definition, is where you become so dependent on the job situation you have that you have no freedom and you can't go do what you want. So for example, us black culture, we are raised from birth to go to school, graduate from college, get a corporate 9 to 5 job with a salary, and buy a house. The thing about the 9 to 5 mindset is it becomes a situation where you believe, okay, you made $100,000, congratulations. You believe now financially you are in a successful situation and you done got over the hump of wealth or the financial struggle that you hear a lot of people talk about. But the true reality is, unless you are keeping a good majority of that money that you're making, meaning you made that $100,000 and didn't increase your spending and you kept your living standards at the same as before you was making that $100,000, you're probably gonna be a slave to your job. And the reason you're gonna be a slave to your job is because now your standard of living has increased as far as your spending, as far as your material, as far as what you're used to. And this is how jobs and corporations think when they pay you as an employee that money. Okay, they know once I get this person 100K, 120, whatever you make, that person is going to go and spend more money, right? Now that person cannot afford to just leave because your bills is not going to disappear. If you decide that, hey, I'm not going to stay in this job, you will still have to be able to afford the bills and the lifestyle that you are currently living. So if you made your lifestyle based on exactly what you make, well, then you set yourself up for yourself being codependent on your job. And if your job decides tomorrow to let you go, you screwed. The crazy thing about the 9 to 5 trap that I never understand is a corporation gonna pay you 100K, but they're gonna make 10 times more money off you. So if they paid you 100K, they probably gonna make $1 million. And you need to think about that and think of yourself and how when you accepting these different salaries, how much your corporation job gonna make off of you. The only way you gonna ever get true freedom from having to work for somebody is you are gonna have to learn how to make money for you without you moving, right? So the only way you can really do that is investing in real estate, stocks, owning a business. And I want to say before I get into that, everybody gonna have to at some point work for somebody. Like, it ain't just something you can do overnight unless you come from money, you come from a privileged hand, where you come from a family line of you inherited some wealth, or you have parents that have businesses, then you can probably skip some of these steps. But for most, everyday people, you're not gonna be able to do that. You're gonna have to work for somebody, right? It don't matter what you make. You just need to work for somebody. You need to live, if you can, learn to live on half of what you make. You know what I'm saying? Learn to live on half what you make, because after taxes and whatnot, you're not even gonna get what you was fully gonna get anyway. So learn to live off of half of what you make, and then over time, invest in it. While you invest in it, that money is gonna be making you money. And see, this is the thing. School ain't never gonna teach you this. You ain't never gonna learn this in school. And most of our parents, they never learned that either. So that's why a lot of us go through these generation over generation curses, and our families all kind of still believe the same. Oh man, if you go to school, you work hard, you get you a salary job, that's living. That's not living, because you're still dependent on someone for you to be able to live. That's not how you're supposed to be living. You know what I'm saying? And they're never gonna teach you that. The school system, if they was to teach you all this stuff about money and how to build credit and how to own things, they would lose money and the purpose of school would be debunked. You know what I'm saying? They never gonna teach you that. The good thing about our generation that we need to understand is we are in the era of the internet. Our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, they didn't really have the internet growing up. Yeah, they might have had the internet going into their late 20s, 30s, but for a lot of them, they didn't have the internet growing up. We grew up in the internet. One thing is, I ain't never had somebody or paid somebody to learn any information on financial management or anything like that. I used the internet and free resources. I'm giving you $1 million worth of game for free 99. It's not a lot of people who gonna do that. You know, it's not a lot of people who gonna give you that free game. But I felt the 9-to-5 trap needs to be broken by any means necessary. It needs to be broken. And we need to understand that the only way we can break that is to stop spending our money and stop chasing these salary jobs. Okay, one thing, that's another thing, is chasing salary jobs is not going to ever make you any wealthier. You just are a person that is going to become more reliant the higher you go on your job paying you, until you figure out with the job you have how to make the money that you work for become money that is used to make you money that you don't have to move. You gonna always be a slave, and we want to get you off that corporate slave plantation, or we gonna be sitting here working our whole life without any freedom. So, you know, that's what I came here just to talk about, and just drop some game on the fact that the 9-to-5 will trap you, and it's designed to. I don't care whether you went to school and you got an office job or you work in a factory. It don't matter what you do. If you don't turn the money you make into money who is working for you, you are always going to be working for that money. You're always going to be the person that can't take the vacations when you want to, but got to take them based on what your job say you can take and how many you can take. That ain't not living. So think about those things as you going through your life and you want to make some changes and you want to get out of the old way of thinking. We are in an era of what we can do our grandparents and our parents couldn't do. So take advantage of that. We can innovate in this era. We can innovate and we can create. We can create and we can have all the knowledge we want if we go and seek it. Nobody's going to give it to you, but if we go and seek it. I'm just giving y'all the knowledge because I feel like a lot of people don't know this. And honestly, you know, school and college and whatnot, and that's really a whole nother video subject, is pushed on you so hard to go get that corporate job that ain't really going to pay you that much money, but really is going to pay you a fraction of what you worth. You know what I'm saying? You get the 100K, you worth $1 million, 10 times more. But you don't understand that. You only see the number on the paper and how higher it is than what you are used to. And it's just, for a lot of people, you need to understand, man, stay out of debt. Stay out of debt. You can see people all the time riding around in supercars and have all the materials, lavish looking things, but their bank account can't reflect none of that stuff they got because that's all they got to show for it. So when you do something, make sure you make the most of it and make sure it's gonna bring value to you. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on it. And that's just what I was trying to bring to the conversation, y'all. If you respect my opinion, I respect yours. Once again, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to your boy. I'm gonna keep dropping that fire content. I know I've been gone, but I'm back. And like I said, man, we have to upgrade. We on our road to 100 subscribers. And hey, hopefully one day we gonna make it to the 1,000 and to the 10,000 subscribers. I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. I appreciate y'all. If you found anything I said in this video relevant, please share. It's your boy Unpopular Ty. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.